Right now at 6, opening arguments. A lawsuit challenging Wisconsin district maps now comes before the state Supreme Court.
And how a lacrosse organization is making sure families have a good Thanksgiving.
You're watching WKBT Lacrosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. The suspect in an attempted homicide case appeared in court today. 43-year-old Freeman Cole is accused of beating and trying to strangle a woman to death inside a storage unit. Cole fled the scene, and police were not able to immediately locate him. Cole was later arrested in Florida. The judge set his bond at $500,000, citing Cole's previous criminal history and the extreme seriousness of the allegations. Cole is expected back in court on November 29th for his preliminary hearing.
The man accused of firebombing a Madison anti-abortion office has pleaded guilty. Online court records show Radindu Rochowdhury entered the plea Monday. He faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. The prosecution says they'll recommend a reduced sentence to the judge since he took responsibility for the crime. Investigators believe that in May of 2022, Rochowdhury threw 2 Molotov cocktails into the Madison office of Wisconsin Family Action. He'll be sentenced on December 1st.
Flags are flying at half-staff today for the anniversary of the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. The executive order coming from Governor Tony Evers is meant to honor the 6 lives lost in the attack. On November 21st, 2021, Darrell Brooks Jr. drove an SUV through the annual Christmas parade in the Wisconsin town. 6 people were killed and 62 injured. In a statement today, Governor Evers says the memories of those lost will live on in the community and will never be forgotten.
Opening arguments are underway in Wisconsin's Supreme Court for a case that could drastically change next year's elections. Democrats are urging the court to overturn the state's Republican-drawn legislative maps. They want all lawmakers in the legislature to be up for election in 2024 under newly drawn districts. Since 2011, state Republicans have drawn maps to build large majorities in Wisconsin's Assembly and Senate, but the state Supreme Court flipped to liberal control this summer for the first time in 15 years. The next day, a lawsuit was brought forward to throw out the current legislative maps. Liberals in the case are arguing the districts are not contiguous, which would be a violation of the state constitution. Meanwhile, conservative justices are questioning the timing and the motives behind the case. The court is expected to issue its ruling no later than early 2024.
Yeah, we had a little bit of cloud cover, obviously, that hung around today with the cold front that's coming through. So it kept our temperatures close above what we had yesterday, too. As you look out right now, we still got a cloud cover at both locations, La Crosse and Eau Claire, but overall temperatures not too bad for this time of year. Overall highs, we had upper 40s in some locations to the lower 40s up to the north, even a couple 50s to the south. So once again, that is above average what we should see this time of year, but not quite as far as you see 5 to 10 degrees. So the mild conditions continue, and we got at least one more day before that does cool down. We're going to skip over that. There's nothing on radar to speak of, but satellite right now, there's that weak cold front that is coming through with all the wet weather to the northeast pushing east. So once we get past that, we're going to have good conditions at least through Wednesday as we zoom in. Just the cloud cover is going to be stuck around for this evening. So as we time that out this evening, going to have clearing skies, but it's going to probably take later to 11 or after midnight to see that, 30 degrees. And then as we see for La Crosse too, the same cloudy conditions will persist. We'll see that clearing coming late. We're getting down close to freezing, but all in all, not too bad of a November evening. And then later on the forecast, we'll kind of break down the turkey forecast is what we expect to, along with the travel forecast, and then what we could see maybe some snow come Sunday. All that a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, thanks very much.
Dog owners, listen up. An unusual respiratory disease in dogs is spreading through the country. According to the Onalaska Animal Hospital, the illness starts with a cough that lasts several weeks. Veterinarians aren't sure what is causing this illness, but what they do know is the illness does not respond to traditional antibiotics, leading them to believe this illness is likely a virus. The disease has been reported in at least 6 states. While a cough doesn't sound serious, one veterinarian says it can quickly get worse.
Those coughs can progress into mild to moderate pneumonia, and from there we can quickly actually get a severe pneumonia within 24 to 36 hours.
Azine says if the pneumonia isn't caught in time, the dog may have to be put down. She says the best way to protect your dogs from this illness is to make sure your dog is up to date on its vaccinations, especially Bordetella and canine influenza. If you are traveling with your dogs this Thanksgiving, make sure to limit their interactions with unfamiliar dogs.
A third of La Crosse area residents face housing instability. Two organizations want to make sure anyone without a home or on the brink of homelessness can keep warm this winter. The La Crosse Community Foundation and Great Rivers United Way are launching a fundraiser. They're trying to raise $50,000 for the Reach Center. The Reach would then distribute the funds as needed to local nonprofit partners who offer things like emergency shelter and case management. Now, ARPA and emergency rental assistance dollars have dried up this year, so organizers say the fundraiser can fill a financial gap and break down some misconceptions.
It doesn't take long if you're living paycheck to paycheck to all of a sudden be in a homeless situation where you have a bill that you didn't expect and now you have to pay that bill. This is not a everybody is unemployed kind of a homeless situation.
Wolf says all donations can help turn someone's situation around. La Crosse Community Foundation and Great Rivers United Way will both match the first $10,000 of donations. That donation link is active online. We currently have that posted to news8000.com and all of our digital platforms. Thanksgiving is only a couple of days away, and today one La Crosse organization is helping the community get into the spirit. Our own Jeremy Wall joins us live in studio with the latest. Jeremy.
And Ken, Everyone Needs a Helping Hand is a La Crosse group that provides support for people in need. The organization is delivering 100 Thanksgiving meals to locals in our area.
Thanksgiving dinner is now more enjoyable for Lisa Randall.
I'm actually able to cook a home-cooked meal, have friends, have family around, which I haven't been able to do in years.
Due to financial reasons, Randall hasn't been able to make Thanksgiving. Today, she was one of many to receive a meal from Everyone Needs a Helping Hand.
A lot of times nowadays, people are so on the go, not having time to spend with family, and we think it's important that people get to do.
For the last 8 years, the group has been delivering Thanksgiving dinners to community members.
I met a lady who was unable to feed her family, and she was just very embarrassed because she didn't want to take her children out to any other like a local dinner.
When Heller first started the group, she only helped 4 families. Now, they're making 100 deliveries every year.
There's just been a greater need, especially through the pandemic. There was a lot more families that needed help just because money was tighter, people were laid off from work.
Locals receive a bag filled with turkey, mashed potatoes, vegetables, and pumpkin pie. They apply for one through the organization's Facebook group.
Now, money for the food comes from donations. Everyone Needs a Helping Hand is also preparing for Christmas. They haven't disclosed, guys, yet their plans, but they say be on the lookout. Ken and Emily?
All right, thank you, Jeremy. The food comes from local retailers, including Hy-Vee and Quick Trip.
Still ahead, updates on the war in Gaza.
Hostages may be getting released soon. More about the deal coming up in just a few minutes.
Don't miss Blaine's Farm & Fleet's Black Friday sale. Starting at 6 a.m., save up to 50% or more throughout the store on Friday-only super deals. Like over 60% off these pillow sets, pet beds, or handheld massagers, just $9.99. Save 60% on this Pyrex food storage set, also $9.99. 40-pound bags of black oil sunflower seed, $18.99. And pecan halves or pieces, 2 for just $12. Save up to 50% or more during Blaine's Farm & Fleet's Black Friday sale, starting at 6 a.m.
This year, let Ford make the holidays bright. Go over any type of terrain with Ford Bronco Sport.
Hey, Dad.
How's the weather?
All good.
And the Ford Explorer with available seating for 7. And with power on demand in the all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning, well, that's how Ford is making the holidays bright. Now, get 2.9% financing for 66 months plus $1,750 FlexBuy cash on select Ford SUVs, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Get this modern sofa for just $288. It's Black Friday doorbuster deals this weekend at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 60% off list. Plus, extra special doorbuster deals all weekend long.
New favorite.
Like a recliner for just $249.
Oh,
Heck yeah. Just $388. Deals this hot are only while they last, so come early. Black Friday doorbuster deals all weekend long, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company and receive a 30% federal tax credit. Unlike a traditional steel wood stove, a Hearthstone soapstone wood stove delivers consistent heat using beautiful soapstone. Purchase your Hearthstone wood stove before the end of the year and receive a 30% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation. Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Israel and Hamas may have a deal which would see a wave of hostages released.
The U.S. and Qatar helped broker the agreement, which the president says could happen very soon.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is seeking government approval for a deal that would lead to the release of dozens of hostages. In exchange, there would be a 6-hour pause in fighting for 4 days. The deal will allow for an initial group of 50 hostages to be released in phases, with Israel releasing 3 Palestinian prisoners for each hostage held by Hamas.
We are hopeful to have some good news for the hostages and their families. We're hopeful we can start bringing some of them home, but as I said at the outset, we are not quite there yet.
Unfortunately, the approval process is lengthy, as Israel's War Cabinet, the Security Cabinet, the full government, and the Supreme Court would all have to sign off on a prisoner exchange. Once approved, it would take hours, if not days, to get the hostages out.
President Biden is announcing new steps being taken to counter the flow of fentanyl into the United States. The CDC reports that nearly 73,000 Americans died from opioid overdoses in 2022. Most of those deaths are presumed to involve fentanyl, and experts say the number is still climbing. Derek Kidd is taking the story of his 17-year-old son Sebastian to as many Iowa schools as possible.
Half the pill with a few grains in there. Killed her within minutes.
He says his son thought he was taking Percocet to deal with physical and emotional pain. The Kidd family hopes that telling Sebastian's story will encourage young people to ask for help if needed.
Well, one of the biggest traveling weeks of the year is upon us.
How airports and other travel services are preparing for the rush in just a few minutes.
We got a chilly forecast for Thanksgiving. Black Friday is looking even colder too. The good news is dry conditions look to persist, but I'll break down when we might see snow this upcoming weekend. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Waited all year for Black Friday. Right now at Ashley, find unbelievable discounts on top-rated furniture with 0% interest for 60 months in-store only. Shop doorbusters starting at just $199.99 and featured finds starting as low as $22 a month in-store only. Only at Ashley.
Save on big projects. Menards 11% sale ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't miss out. Make over your laundry room. Save 11% on Criterion appliances. Transform your home with 11% off new Mastercraft doors. Build your dream bathroom and save 11% on luxury tubs and showers. Or go even bigger and get 11% off a new garage. Don't miss out. There's no limit to what you can save. Menards 11% sale ends Thanksgiving Day.
Save big money at Menards.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright.
Now get a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
Thanksgiving meal deal is at Hy-Vee. Get all the makings for your Thanksgiving family dinner for only $30. Get a 10 to 13 pound turkey, green beans and cream of mushroom soup, 5 pounds of potatoes, stuffing mix, cranberry sauce, turkey gravy, and brown and serve rolls. All for only $30 for a family of 4. That's right, get all this for only $30. The best Thanksgiving meal deal is only at Hy-Vee.
Ashley's Black Friday mattress sale is going on now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases, or beat the rush on mattress doorbusters starting at just $199.99. Plus, you can save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Only at Ashley.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, holiday travel is ramping up.
And airports across the country are bracing for the holiday rush.
Airlines are expecting their busiest Thanksgiving ever, with more than 10 million Americans already passing through TSA checkpoints since last week. With travel well above pre-pandemic levels and nearly 50,000 scheduled flights expected for tomorrow alone, the FAA is opening up extra airspace, a rare move usually reserved for the military.
We know that people are trying to get from one place to another, and it is our goal and sincerest hope that we get everyone where they go as safely as humanly possible.
And ground travel will be busy as well. AAA expecting this to be its 3rd busiest Thanksgiving travel season since it started keeping track in 2000, with most Americans planning to drive to their Turkey Day destinations between tomorrow and Sunday. But threats of severe weather could interfere with making it to the dinner table on time. Major storm system moving through the Mississippi Valley and Gulf Coast, combined with a blast of wintry weather in the Northeast, is expected to hit. But as Greg Barnhart has alluded to in previous shows and earlier today, travel for this region not too shabby. Right, Greg?
No, not really. Actually, we're going to between systems. You just talked about the one that's hitting northeast into the southeast. It's beginning to push to the off the shore eventually. So today it'll be an issue, maybe early tomorrow morning, but by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon, that'll be offshore. So that won't be a concern really. Pretty much in the midsection looks good, high pressure. Here's the next system that's going to impact just the northern Rockies. So that's not going to impact our region either. So that'll be a snowmaker for Colorado, Idaho, and even parts of Montana. Otherwise, we're not going to see really significant type of systems really approaching. If you look at all the temperatures here across the U.S., fairly nice. Once again, the New York area, the Philadelphia area, that's with that system, but that's in the morning hours. And once that pushes east, everything's looking actually pretty nice flight-wise too and driving-wise, and that goes all the way through this weekend. For us tonight, as you wake up tomorrow morning, we'll still have generally some clearing skies. Temperatures in the low to mid-20s, so a little bit colder than we've had the past several mornings, but overall the winds will start turning around to the southwest. We have a front that's going to be approaching, so that'll pull up some warmer air. So temperatures tomorrow probably a little bit warmer for most areas, along with a little bit more sun. The front not's going to hang off probably until the evening hour, and even this cold front, as I'll break down here in a little bit, it's going to be a dry front, but it'll change the winds around a little bit. But for the meantime, travel conditions look great really for the whole Midwest. Here's that front that's going to be coming through. It's fairly dry, but it will produce a little bit of northerly winds and usher in some colder air behind it. It'll kind of fall apart as it comes through, but then you can see the winds overall for Thursday are all to the north. So you have a little bit of a north breeze and chilly conditions. And then we're going to eye that system that's taking shape out to the plains that was in the northern Rockies. That's going to begin to push towards our area, but it's going to take a lot of bit of time. We're not going to get to that until probably Sunday. So really for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, we're looking just at chilly conditions, not too far off what we should be, but definitely is going to be colder as you go for Black Friday. Some areas may struggle to get to 30, but generally dry conditions and plenty of sun probably on Friday. That next system we're watching could spread some light snow. It's going to lift to the northeast. Then we're going to have a cold front come from the northwest. Now this is not going to be a very potent system, but it could provide at least a little bit of snow going into Sunday, maybe Sunday night. Not a lot. This could linger into Sunday too. As you look at the chances right now, it's still fairly low because there is an opportunity for the system to pass to our south and that one to miss us too, so we'll just see cloud cover going on. But we'll keep an eye on this. Even if we do get some snow, it should be fairly light. But once again, timing could be interesting with that one. Otherwise, temperatures are the big story. We're going to start off below average through the weekend. But as you notice, the colors kind of go away as we go toward the end of the weekend until next, because our actual average high temperature will be back in the 30s by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday. So we won't be that far off an average, and that really will persist through Monday and then Tuesday. But we got some signs that actually December may start off a little bit warmer, so we might see a change coming up on that. But for tomorrow, look at the temperatures overall, upper 40s for most locations around La Crosse. We could hit 50 in a couple spots. That'll be the same story as you go down towards Prairie du Chien. In those areas, plenty of sun. Once again, a southwest wind will help keep those temperatures fairly mild. Even up to the north, you're looking at mid to upper 40s, all the way up to Whitehall too. And finally up to Ladysmith and Eau Claire, we're looking at mid 40s once again with that southwest wind. More sun, so definitely a good forecast to do any type of travel conditions around the Midwest. And really, we're looking at those temperatures dropping Thursday behind that front, and then even colder for Black Friday. But once we get past that, we'll keep an eye on Sunday's system just in case it does happen to be a little stronger. And those temperatures pretty much stay in the middle 30s as we go towards next week. But by the time we get to Monday, Tuesday, that's not far off to what we should be as we now getting close to the first day of December here.
Sure.
That turkey over there looked like he's losing his mind already.
Well, he's getting
toppling
nervous
over.
because the day's coming that he's, you know, not going to
Speaking of, are you a main dish guy or side dish guy?
Sides for sure.
Sides, which ones?
I'll let you go first.
Mashed potatoes and gravy always are a good one.
That's a good standby. I love my own mashed potatoes. I make them pretty well. We also have a really good, unique stuffing recipe.
Okay.
It's the Bomb Diggity.
I'm a side girl too. I like cranberry sauce.
Okay.
Goes well with
fantastic.
everything.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Greg, thanks for that forecast. Coming up next in sports, another busy night on the hardwood for our girls basketball squads. Plus the Packers facing their toughest challenge of the season in just 2 days. And they'll have to do it without one of their most important players. Rob is up next.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
At Batteries Plus, we bring power to your life. Can your car battery survive another winter? Come to Batteries Plus for a great selection of auto batteries, battery testing, and installation.
This holiday season, Blaine's Farm and Fleet is where wishes come true for everyone, especially during our pre-Black Friday sale. Start saving early with Black Friday-like deals throughout the store. Like over 70% off this Rubbermaid food storage set, just $9.99. 40-pound bags of Blaine's Wild Bird food, sale priced at $15.99. And save $100 on this DeWalt 2-tool combo kit. Plus, get a free Blaine's Toyland truck with every $60 toy purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of it in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Packers got their biggest win of the season on Sunday, but Green Bay's back at it in less than 48 hours. Packers faced their toughest challenge of the season so far, a date with the rival Lions in Detroit on Thanksgiving. And to make matters even tougher, the Green and Gold will not be at full strength on Thursday. The Packers win coming at a price on Sunday. Green Bay losing a few key pieces on offense, none bigger than Aaron Jones. He went down late in the second quarter. He's been diagnosed with an MCL sprain, so Jones avoiding the worst-case scenario, but he will not be active Thursday against Detroit. Packers rookie tight end Luke Musgrave will also be out Thursday. He's been in the hospital this week with an abdomen injury. As for the UWL football team, the Eagles get to stay right at home for the second round of the NCAA Division III championships. La Crosse made it look easy on Saturday, a 62-7 rout over Minnesota Morris in round one. Now the Eagles get set to clash with 12th-ranked Aurora University at Roger Herring Stadium. It's the first ever meeting for these two programs. Kickoff is scheduled for noon. As for the Viterbo volleyball team, the V-Hawks are heading to Sioux City next week for the NAIA Volleyball Championships. Viterbo advancing to pool play next week. V-Hawks will take on Columbia International University next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Viterbo has won 15 of its last 16 matches. Tough news for a team that's playing really good basketball lately. The Timberwolves currently have the best record in the Western Conference, but they'll be without Jaden McDaniels over the next few weeks. He suffered a right ankle sprain in last night's win over the Knicks. The team says McDaniels will be reevaluated in about a week. He is expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks because of that sprain. McDaniels signed a 5-year, $136 million extension back in October. Another busy night on the hardwood for our girls basketball teams. Panthers open their season tonight in Holmen. Blair Taylor travels to GET. Luther plays host to Melman. Right down the road, Onalaska's also at home. They host Menominee. So it should be a fun night.
Good lineup.
Tuesday night.
Emily's got the question of the day.
All right.
Okay, are you a main course guy or
I'm a sides
side?
guy. I'm
You're
a sides guy. My
What
lady is actually here in La Crosse. She's making mac and cheese. It's phenomenal. I can't wait for it.
All right.
The yams I'm looking forward to as well. My mom used to be a good cook. She's retired. She's here as well.
Okay.
She's just going to watch like I'm going to watch
Yeah.
on Thursday. So.
I'm getting hungry.
She used to be a good cook.
Thanks,
She
Rob.
still is.
No
You can't
offense,
lose
Mom.
it.
I love you. You know I love you.
All right, we'll see you after this.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
No pay until tax day at Dahl Auto. Buy a new or used vehicle in stock and make no payments until April. Trade in your current vehicle and get $500 over book value. This offer ends November 30th, so hurry to Dahl Auto.
Get this modern sofa for just $288. It's Black Friday doorbuster deals this weekend at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 60% off list. Plus, extra special doorbuster deals all weekend long.
New favorite.
Like a recliner for just $249.
Oh, heck yeah.
Just $388. Deals this hot are only while they last, so come early. Black Friday doorbuster deals all weekend long. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Hello? Yeah, this is Russell Nicolay. Yeah, bald head, sunglasses, you got it. Yeah. Billboards, baby.
Whoa, 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 man. Hey, if they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay. Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
Fake beard, really, man?
Oh, come on, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
No pay until tax day at Dahl Auto. Buy a new or used vehicle in stock and make no payments until April. We have over 800 vehicles, our best selection all year. This offer ends November 30th, so hurry to Dahl Auto.
All right, we're looking at pretty nice conditions, seasonably mild, upper 40s, so definitely a good day to travel anywhere across basically the Midwest. Then colder for your Turkey Day, and then basically colder for the rest of the period, but not too far off from that.
All right, not too shabby. Greg, thanks very much. And thank you all for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.